Have you been taking
Last
Suboxone?
time I took something was
Huh?
the last time I took something was 2 days before my arrest, or one night before my arrest. Everything that I dropped dirty for, I've been taking the last.
Hold on a second. Here's what I'm asking you. Did you discharge a firearm?
Yes.
Did you aim it prior to discharging it?
No.
The plea is what we're doing.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The court's understanding of the plea is that he's going to plead to 3 misdemeanor charges. The first one being discharge while aimed without malice and injury, discharging a firearm. Basically, improper discharge of a firearm without malice or injury, the 1-year offense. The count 5 and count 6, both being reckless use of a firearm. The 90-day offenses, $500 fine plus court costs, and both requiring mandatory forfeiture of device or weapon. But on his successful pleas, accounts 4, 5, and 6, counts 1, 2, and 3 would be dismissed. That is the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That is correct, Your Honor.
May I have him sworn?
Right hand, do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name, please.
Eric L.Z. Williams.
All right, sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to 3 misdemeanor charges. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
All right, the first being reckless use of a firearm while aimed, discharge of a firearm while aimed without malice and without injury. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, $500 fine plus court costs and forfeiture of the weapon and or device. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Counts 5 and 6 are the same, which are reckless use of a firearm. Those are punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $500 fine plus court cost on each count. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You also understand that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Barr in the 14A2 District Court.
Yes.
Still plead guilty?
Yes.
All right. To the charge of discharge while aimed of a firearm without malice or injury, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the charge of reckless use of a firearm as contained in count 5, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To that same charge as contained in count 6, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, I understand.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Please look at paragraph 5 of that form. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Anybody promise you anything?
No.
Get you to plead other than what's been stated here today?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
Doing this voluntarily
Yes.
of your own free will
Yes.
and because you believe that you're guilty?
Yes.
All right. Did you discharge a firearm?
Yes.
Did you aim it prior to discharging it?
No.
You just discharged the firearm
Yes.
in public? Where
In a
where
buil-
were you?
in a building.
You were in a building
Yes.
and you discharged the firearm while you were in that building?
Yes.
All right. You weren't intending to hurt anybody or to do any damage. You just did it.
No, sir.
You just did it, right?
Yes.
All right. And how many times did you do that? Was there only one weapon that you discharged?
Yes.
And how many times did you discharge the weapon?
3 times.
Okay. Got it. So you did that at least 2 times, recklessly discharge and use that firearm. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
All right. Sir, if I accept your plea, you do understand that between the time I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, that you would not be entitled to withdraw these pleas, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation.
Yes.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's pleas of guilty to counts 4, 5, and 6. Counts 1, 2, and 3 are dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered. 14A2 probation.
Lions,
Okay. We have a problem. He came back. We received, I think, from your office, Mr. Broussard, Trinity Health documentation. Neither, and I think you
That's
were,
correct, Judge.
yes. And the problem is that the medications listed here would not come back as this on our test. So something else is going on.
And if I could explain briefly, Your Honor.
Certainly.
So on the 24th, Mr. Lyons, along with his mother, went into Trinity Health because Mr. Lyons was having withdrawal syndrome because he had not consumed any controlled substance since his original consumption prior to his arrest. Whatever is in the system right now, Judge, I believe is still trace amounts from him using prior to his arraignment. And the reason why I submitted the Trinity Health form is to show that what they prescribed him were certain medications to help him control his vomiting and to help him control his withdrawals. There was also talks by his doctor to put him on Suboxone to hopefully help that transition. That hasn't been done yet, only because again he's technically under court supervision and still can't test positive for any type of controlled substance. So my argument, Judge, is that he's addressing this. I don't believe what's in the system right now has been controlled substances taken prior to him being placed on bond.
This came back Suboxone-like, right? And
I don't think so, yes.
yeah. Okay. Counsel, I hear what you're saying. And all right. Sir, I'm just going to tell you need to be honest with me. Okay. Because I get what your attorney's telling me. Okay. Have you been taking
last
Suboxone?
time I took something was
Huh?
the last time I took something was 2 days before my arrest or one night before my arrest. Everything that I dropped dirty for, I've been taking the last.
Hold on a second. Here's what I'm asking you. Okay. Because the last part of what your attorney said is the part that really became curious to me. The doctors are considering putting you on Suboxone.
Right. Right.
And you had a heroin addiction or
Opiate.
what?
Opiate.
Some type of, okay.
Yeah.
So an opiate addiction. Okay. Let me just say this way to you, okay? Sounds like you've been struggling trying to get off.
Mhm.
Your mom took you, I think that's your mom back there, took you to Trinity Health,
Mhm.
trying to alleviate some of the things.
Right.
All right. And it's a struggle, right? Right?
Right.
Sometimes when people hear that the doctor's going to put them on, but you're under court supervision, they find a way to get their hands on some things to help.
Mhm.
And so what I'm asking is somehow, did you get your hands on some Suboxone somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah.
Before though. Before I was arrested. I stopped everything the night I was arrested.
Okay. All right. So what you're telling me is that from the time you were arraigned, you haven't taken Suboxone.
Nothing.
Basically, that's what's showing up here.
Yep, that's the last time I took anything.
All right. Um, So, counsel, just so that I'll say this. I don't know whether to believe you or not regarding when you took it, okay? I'm just gonna say this, okay? You're fighting through it,
Right?
right?
Okay.
And if you did do it, I'm gonna be honest with you, I probably am not necessarily gonna fault you because I just would, okay? In this instance. So counsel, will they put him on Suboxone if the court? I mean, is the only thing that's preventing him from going on Suboxone is the court orders or,
The
told-
court
I
order
told
had no
the doctor-
contact.
pardon?
I told the doctor I didn't even want to take it. I didn't want to take nothing of it.
Well, okay, no, I'm not gonna have you explain it. I just, okay. So you think that if you test more, right,
Mm-hmm.
that this is gonna be out of your system?
Correct.
Okay. What I'm going to communicate something that community corrections communicated to us, that what you may want to do is you might want to send this test out for confirmation. That kind of lets me know kind of where your levels were. All right. So you might want to pay the $30 to do that. I mean, I know you don't want to, I get you, I hear you, but I also don't want to, it seems to me, be in a position that I got to lock you up either. Right? So balance it against that.
Right.
Okay. So are you gonna do that, you think?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so go back over there and do that before that sample is no longer there. Send it out for confirmation. Since you're doing that for confirmation, you're represented by counsel. I'm gonna leave the 19th. We currently have him on what week? How often are you testing?
Twice a month.
2 times a month?
Yes.
All right, here's what I want. I'm gonna change that just in this interim period and then bring you back to it, okay? You follow me?
Follow.
So what I want is 1 time per week testing. We'll get to the 19th, revisit it and see where you are. We should also then have the confirmation of the test that you took today.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so I'm gonna leave everything as is that we set this morning. I'm gonna let you go. Go get that confirmation test scheduled, and then you'll be on weekly testing, and then we'll figure out like where we are on the 19th.
Thank you,
You understand?
sir.
All right, thank you. All right,
Thank you very much, Alan.
thank you, sir.
On behalf of Mr. Elsie Williams.
In the end, the judge chose to give the defendant another chance, but with stricter testing moving forward. Addiction is clearly a difficult battle, and the court now wants to see real progress before the next hearing. The big question now is simple. Will the next test finally come back clean? Let me know what you think about this case in the comments.